and welcome to today's video. If you guys haven't been here before, I'm currently working on a 2003 Chevy Silverado that I'm trying to just bring back a little bit of life to, and I'm going to be doing a paint job on it. So currently I'm working on the bedside. In the last video, if you guys want to go check it out, I actually cut the wheel arches out of the bed, and in today's video I'm going to be welding those new wheel arches in, and I might be doing a little bit of body work as well. So I went out to the store this morning, guys, and I got a couple things that we're going to be needing to complete this bedside. I went out and I grabbed a palm sander. We're going to be using this to sand a lot of the truck, including the bedside. I also grabbed some of these discs as well. They just Velcro on. Now, I don't know how good this sander is going to be. I'm going to try it out. It was only like 70 bucks. There is way better high-end ones, but I'm going to try and see how this one is and see how I like it. I grabbed this wheel here because I am going to be using this on the frame, and it was already at the store. Some air tool oil, that's always good to have. They're having a big sale, so what I did was I just sort of grabbed everything that I saw in front of me. I'm going to be using these on that right-handed angle grinder I got, so that's going to come in handy. Extra gloves. This air tool was on sale, so that'll be good for blowing all the dust from sanding out of the garage, and especially with the frame. When I paint the frame, it's going to be good to get all down into those nooks and crannies, blow it all out. Wire brush. I grabbed some flux core wire wheel that I'm going to be using. Now I'm going to be using a flux core welder. Does not use gas whatsoever. It just plugs into your regular outlet in your house. So this is good for at-home projects and stuff like that. So huge thanks to my buddy that lent me that. I also went out and I got some welding gloves. While I was there, they had a sale on Bondo, so I grabbed Bondo hair. So it's a long strand reinforced fiberglass filler. So I will be using the filler in certain parts of the body, on the bed, and on the truck as well. I believe it fills holes up to 1 inch if you wanted to. I also grabbed the professional gold body filler. Now this is one grade up from the regular body filler. It says this is better for vehicles like the years 2000 plus. It adheres better on the types of metal. And I just grabbed your glazing spot putty, which we are going to be using as well. Oh, and I also grabbed one of these mixing plates. Instead of, in the past I used like cardboard before, but I figured since I got a lot of body work to do, might as well go ahead and grab one of those. So with that all being said, we're gonna get straight into welding this truck. Now, I've only welded like once in my life before, and it was honestly like 10 years ago. So I'm basically just gonna take it slow and see how it goes. I'm just gonna learn along the way here. Stay tuned and enjoy this video. Welding is definitely a lot harder than it looks. Over here I'm trying to get some tacks in. I'm trying to get a couple beads in, and basically making a lot of little holes in the metal. I don't know if it's getting too hot or exactly what it's doing. I'm trying to get the welder dialed in properly over here. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep at it. This is what I got so far. So I went through and I just grinded it with a metal blending disc. But yeah, as you guys can see, guys, I mean, the cut's not perfect to begin with. So I'm definitely gonna have to put a lot of weld in here to get it perfect. But I knew from the get-go this bed was gonna be nowhere near perfect. Plus, I mean, at the end of the day, it's gonna have no rust, and the fender flares here is gonna cover it. I'm not really trying to hide anything, but I definitely, you know, this time around my body work isn't going to be, you know, as good as it might be in the future. So I'm still going to put the fender flares over top of it, but at the end of the day, I'm still going to have solid metal in here, and that's exactly what I'm trying to fix. As you can see by just the mess on the floor, I'm working away over here, trying to do the best I could do. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, my welds are not very good at all. But there's a couple things, my lack of inexperience and how thin this metal is, it's making it very difficult for me. Here, I got a nice weld in here, so this came out very, very nice. and you know, down here it's not too bad. It's just on this side. I find from this side of the panel over, they're blowing a lot of holes out into the metal. So as it's blowing a lot of holes out into the metal, I just keep going back and I'm just keep tacking it. I'm grinding it down, tacking it. Once that's all done, we'll just be able to pretty much just body fill everything, and everything's going to be underneath the fender flare anyway. I just really want to make sure that we have a stable wheel arch in there. I actually went inside the fender wheel as well, and I tacked it all up in there. So I'm just going to keep working on this panel and see how much more I can do with it. Slowly but surely coming along. There's a lot of Bondo on this door right here, but I took it off really quick, and as you can see, the little patch there. So it's basically just patch city. I mean, I had to do a patch there. Now there's a patch here. What happened was there's a bubble of rust, and I kind of grinded it down, and you know, this is the outcome. Oh yeah, that's great. Real nice and thin, so that's just going to be a bucket of fun trying to weld that in there. But besides that, I'm just gonna pretty much just go ahead with sanding while I take a little break from this, because this whole thing was just really stressing me out completely. So take a little break and we'll sand this whole entire bedside. We're about to crack open our Bondo hair long strand reinforced fiberglass filler. It comes with the hardener cream in the cap up here, so just take off the cap. Put it right there. Got all these cool things. The filler scoop, never used them, but you know, better than using a screwdriver, I guess. All right, let's see what we're working with. I'm gonna use my little spreader pack I bought, but I'm gonna mix it with a random card. That way I just don't coat my whole spreader with a bunch of gunk. Let's try to get all this off. Wow, there's a lot of fibers in here. Okay. How much to add? I don't know, something like that. That looks good enough. Let's try to put this stuff on. So I just laid that long-haired fiberglass across, and honestly, it's looking really good. It filled up a lot of those little pinholes that I was having trouble with welding up, and I'm really impressed with it so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this sit. Wait for it to harden. Once it hardens, I'm going to go through, I'm going to sand it, and then I'm going to go through, apply another coat, and then I'm just going to see how it looks. I was really nervous about how the whole welding was going, but once I put this stuff on, it's making me feel really good about it, and I'm extremely happy so far. All right guys, so here's the result after sanding down some of that fiberglass patch. It's looking pretty good. Now we're gonna go ahead and mix up some of this body filler, and we're gonna start applying it on that bedside.
Get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Your dark hair with those eyes so bright. They look into my soul and it sparks my life. Can I take you there? Like it was the first time. Do you remember? Can I take you there?
Alright guys, so first layer of Bondo is down, looking sick. Oh guys, I cannot wait to paint this truck. Basically because the area I'm dealing with, I'm just gonna finish this side. Once this side's done, flip the box around, and then I'll do the other side. Basically just a repeat process exactly on the other side. Cut, weld, fiberglass, Bondo, spot putty, sand. We won't be priming the bed until all the body work is done on the truck. So this is what's coming up for the truck. All this truck's gonna get stripped completely. The front clip's coming off, flares, rocker panels are up there. They're the full rocker panels, cab corners up there, and then ready to go. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna be cutting all this out. Doors are coming off. I got a new door on the other side, so that's gonna come together really well. Basically, I guess the plan is I'm gonna do some of that cutting and removing of the old metal, and then we're gonna go through and then we'll start scuffing up, and we're doing the frame, but that's gonna be in the next video, guys. Officially done this one side, and as you can see, I'm absolutely filthy. Okay, so pretty much all the Bondo is done on the bed. Everything's patched up. I am gonna go through it later with some spot putty, but I'm gonna do that on a different day, and I'll just fill in some of the little tiny holes, but the Bondo work's all done. Let me show you guys. So this is what the bed's looking like right here. Like I said, the fender flares are gonna go up there anyways, but we got the body looking right, nice and smooth. With the spot putty, I'll just fill a little marks like that and even out some of the high and low spots. But beside that, guys, it's looking really good. Time to spin this bed around now and pretty much do the exact same thing on the other side.
We felt like this was forever. Can I take you there? Like it was the first time. Do you remember? Can I take you there? You're what I need. Can I take you there? Can I take you there?
If that's not determination, I'm not exactly sure is. Whew. That was not easy to turn that box around in here, but we got it spun around here. It went over before, and I got all the glue off the top, removed this badge, removed all the glue from the top of those plastic rails that were removed in the last video with the bed liner. To weld these panels, and I want to get this box done. after a lot of hours, a lot of dust, a lot of mess. I have finally pretty much completed this bedside. Passenger side's ready to go, and driver's side is looking pretty good as well. Very happy with the way it turned out. I actually went down here and I actually strapped this thing because I was having problems moving it around. So lifting it off this crate and put it back down. So I actually just went and strapped the crate right to the bed. I know there's a lot of straps, but getting super excited, guys, get to the final stages, and I can't wait to shoot this in primer and just see how it looks. Also, another thing, I actually picked the paint color. I'm being super stoked to pick that up and see it for the first time. I seen it in person on another vehicle, so yeah, definitely going to be something different. Not something I've seen on this body style Silverado before, so I'm super excited to paint it this color. But yeah, lots of more stuff coming for this truck, and not only auto body. The motor's really good on this truck, and so is the tranny, but we are going to be doing some more like front end work, mechanic work, brake work. I'm going to be doing some interior work on the truck as well, just trying to bring it back to what it looked like new from the factory. For next video, I'm going to be starting to dismantle some of the truck, possibly cutting out the old rockers, cap corners, and just getting it ready to do the frame paint. The frame paint I am going to be doing first before I do any of the body work on the truck. Thank you guys for watching. As always, stay tuned for the next video that we're going to be starting over here on the truck. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see some of that more content, get down there and hit the subscribe button so you guys get notified when I post a video. But with that all being said, guys, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.